Hello, welcome to another episode of Top3Tech. I'm your host, Jerry Ruiz. Today we got with us the Lian Lancool III case review. It's a pretty big box, as you can tell. It looks like it's going to be a pretty big case. I had the Lian Lancool II, which is an awesome case, and we're going to compare it to this. But mostly we're going to do our own independent review on this, but it doesn't hurt to have both on hand. So let's get this started. So this is the best I could do with the unboxing because it's huge. It wouldn't have fit in frame. We got the PC case out. It came with this box, and in this box we have installation guide. We have all the screws that we need, thumb holders. Let's see what else is in here. This is in Chinese letters. Oh, the back says thank you for your purchase. So it's got little grommets, little thumb screws, everything you need to build a PC. Looks like the screws to hold in the SSDs, motherboards. Got those in here. Here's for the fans, it looks like. So, like I said, pretty much everything you're gonna need. I don't know what these plastic things are for. We'll find out as we go along, I guess. And then we've got these trays. Looks like these are the trays for the, jeez, the whole box with me. These are the trays for the hard disk drives. They'll go on the bottom, somewhere on the PSU truck. But that's pretty much everything that comes inside. I did get the black Lian case with the 3 RGB 140mm fans, and it comes in white, and it also comes in the non-RGB edition. Let's see, I think you gotta pull this, and then this comes out, and then this pulls down here. And as, I don't know if you guys could tell, but the fans are already mounted in the front, right here. I'm probably gonna wanna change that, but for now, we'll leave it as is. If you hear a little pause, see if I can close that wrong. If you hear a little pause in the background, it's my dog walking around. You might have seen the dog food, but she likes to supervise, so she'll let me know if I'm doing a good job or not, guys. It is a beauty of a case, especially compared to the Lancool II. We have the mesh side here. That wasn't in the previous one. To open it up is a little different. It still has the door hinges, which I really liked about the previous one. Makes removing this pretty simple. You just pull up and this comes off. I have mine off on my case, but I don't have a mesh front or the mesh sides. So it's just to help with the temperature a little bit. We do have this rear case fan, 140mm. Forgot to mention that, sorry guys, I was focused on the front ones. And of course, this is 526mm long, 523mm tall, and it's 238mm wide. So that's not too bad compared to how big the box was, but it's still a big case. Supposedly it's a mid-tower, but it's freaking huge. It's almost a full-sized. So if you got enough space for it, I would definitely recommend it. It's an amazing case. Let's keep going. One of the best features of this Lian Lancool III is the mesh front. We all love great temps. We all love good airflow. If you have the non-RGB fans, then this is how it would pretty much look like when on and off. But since we got the RGB fans, those will be lit up. We'll see if I mess around with that or not. But of course, this front I/O is reversible. You could have it either mounted up here or down here. But I believe if you mount this down below, you'll lose the features of color and manual, or mode, sorry, color and mode. So this is the front I/O. If you want to change the colors, you click on color. It has 7 settings. On mode, it has 8 settings. The 8th one is to connect to your motherboard, so you can control your fans with your RGB software. We have the audio port right here. We have the reset button. So it's like a soft reset on your computer. If it freezes or something, you hit that. Of course, we have the power. And we have USB 3.0, and the USB-C. So if you want any of those features, this is the perfect case for you. This is reversible. We'll go ahead and check that out right now. On the Lancool II, it has pretty much the same thing. Sorry, it's all dusty. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it dusty just to make this one look better. But it's non-reversible. This one wasn't the mesh edition, so these are the two vents here, and those lit up as well. But let's go ahead and see how it looks like with the I/O on the bottom. For people that are new into PCs, yanking the front panel off might be a little scary because this thing is freaking. There you go. See, that even scared me. You gotta be a little tough, not too crazy. Just pull off the side panel, yank it, whatever. You got it. With the Lancool II, same thing. I think this one's a little harder. Sorry, I'm at. Woo! Look at that dust fly out. Gotta dust that out. Similar. This one's got 3 120s. This got 3 140s. Big difference. So this unscrews right here and right here, which lets you flip it upside down and put it there. So if for some reason you did want to have the front I/O on the bottom, you would unscrew this from the back. You see the two screws here? Sorry guys, there's one here and one there. And then you would flip this over. You would screw it onto here, unscrew this as well. That would say Lian Li. You would put this on upside down. And then from there, you would mount this to the bottom down here. And one of the main reasons that, sorry, it's all, okay, let me fit it on there, guys. So like I was saying, one of the main reasons I wouldn't want it upside down is just because my USBs probably wouldn't fit. This one isn't too bad, but if you have a longer one, it won't fit there, or any other accessories might get in the way. But maybe wiring the wires through here wouldn't be as big of a mess since it's already in the PSU shroud. So it's up to you, but I'll just keep it normal. The Lancool II didn't let you do that. Since this case is mostly about modularity, it's nice to know that you can switch around this front bracket. I had to unscrew it from right here, and there's a side thumb screw right here. Only the first time the little thumb screws come out. And to pretty much take out this bracket, there's a little lever here, push that in. This pulls out, and you can go ahead and mount your fans onto here, your radiator. As you can see, it has this back section here, these indent in here. So if you're gonna mount your radiator in the inside, you could flip this around and have the radiator in here, not taking up as much space. Vice versa, it has for 120 and for 140. So it's got the mounting there. So you can fit this however you want. Also, this PSU shroud pushes in and out down here. So if you want your fans closer to your GPU or your motherboard to blow in the air, that's totally up to you. But one of the best things about this case is it's fully customizable. You can flip this around, it'll be the same thing. So the interior and the side panel is huge. Like I said earlier, these door hinges pop up. They just slide up. Sorry, I'm probably making everything look a little more difficult than it is just because I'm recording this by myself. There we go. Let me go put these away. And both of these you could fit a ATX or an eATX, obviously anything smaller as well. But that's pretty much what you really want to know when it comes to these two. Let me get a little closer. Yeah, these cases are huge and they're amazing for air cooling and water cooling for various reasons. The top of this case does support 360mm and 420mm radiators or fans if you don't want to top mount it. But you could top mount a 360 AIO on there with no problem, or 420mm. You can put these fans up there. Of course, right here in the front, it does support 360mm and 420mm radiator as well. So same thing, you could put an AIO in the front, or you could build a custom radiator right there as well. This bottom shelf right here only supports 360mm radiator. And when I say only, that's laughable because compared to the rest, obviously that's smaller. But compared to many cases, that's insane. So we could fit big GPUs in here. We could fit radiators down here or fans to help support it. These do come off. These are to support 2.5-inch SSDs. You can put 3 right here, but you can take that off, put fans, get better air cooling, and help support your GPU if you want more cooling for that. Of course, we got this bottom section down here where the PSU goes. I'll talk about that a little bit more once we delve into the back side, but this is where you would mount your HDDs, and if you wanted to mount the other trays on top, you could do that. But I don't think we're going to be using that for my cousin's build. Another neat feature about this, other than these grommets to put your wires through, but this little section right here is held with 2 thumb screws in the back. So you could slide this left and right to adjust your distro plate when you're building your water cooler. You could hold your pump there or your reservoir, and it has the bracket here so you can go ahead and mount it. Pretty awesome. Also, if you need to fit your motherboard or any other wires through here as well, you can go ahead and slide that. But I'll go ahead and leave it back to normal for now. This 140mm fan here is representing how you would place a 420mm radiator. You can see the brackets are here and here where that is taking it up. If you wanted a 360mm radiator, you would mount them on the same brackets, but the line's right here instead of up above. You can see the differences there. Of course, if you had no radiator, you could just go ahead and put these in the center. As you can see, the 120mm slots are here and here, and then above them is the 140mm slots, which you would just connect right there and there. That way it just it has enough room to clear your motherboard, and the radiator would probably get in the way. And of course it has this reservoir fill spot, so you can go ahead and add water to your reservoir, make things a little easier. This does come off. I'm not too sure why you would want that off, but it does come off. The difference between the Lancool II is this had a dust filter up here, and it could only mount up to 280mm fans. Ooh, dusty. Oh, not too bad. It's just this thing, look at. Sheesh. So this could only fit up to 280mm on top, sorry. And I got 2 120s. So that's a big difference up there as well. So here's the back of it. Oh, gotta flip this off. Let me go ahead and take off this glass panel as well. Now that we removed the glass panel, here's how it looks like. It does have these wire covers, which is pretty nice. So it can it can hide your wires on each side. It's got more door hinges, which I like. Look, you can go ahead and lift that up. Put that over there. Lift this up. Put that over there. My Lian Lancool II, you had to cover them with thumb screws. And this bottom part doesn't have mesh. Look at, oh my god. Terrible. I know. This one's going to be built a lot better. You can technically mount 1, 2, or 3 SSDs down there and 2 up here. There's these hard disk drive trays down here which are removable, and you can also stack them on top of each other. So put 2 right there, and you can give yourself enough space for your fans in the front, your radiator in the front, or you can move this back and let your PSU have a little bit more cable management. And what I thought was interesting as well was this unscrews as well. Since it's mesh, it'll take up less of the, sorry, these wires are in the way. It'll take up less, not less space, but it'll take up less volume, so you can get more air. There you go. Geez, we're struggling with that. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see if how this works. So it's got the 2. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. All right, I was able to do it. See, you don't even need any screws or anything. It's because these two little pins here and these 2 on the right, they go ahead and slide in on the SSDs right here. So perfect. I don't even think I'm gonna have any SSDs in his build, but anyways, I'm gonna have more stuff in the actual build. So right now it's just empty chassis we're looking at. Before I forget, since this is a really modular case, it gives you these 3 Velcro straps here. You can put your front panel wires there. It gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. So you can route different wires through here. And it does let you mount your fan hub here, your fan hub there, fan hub here, or fan up here, depending on how long your wires are, or depending on what you have connected to it. So it just gives you a lot of options so you can wire this the best you can and make it look as pretty as you can. So there's not too much difference on the backs of these, but I mean, how much can you change between these two? This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. This has 2, 4, 6, 8 slots. It has a dust cover down here. Nice. I'll try right now when I don't have just one hand. This is how I took off the top panel up here. That way you could go ahead and fix your fans or whatever. And let's see, your motherboard I/O goes here, your I/O shield. Some air. Remember, 120, 140 millimeter fan can fit there. It looks like this comes off. Sorry guys, this comes off. And this is where your PSU goes. Supposedly, it should be easy to slide in just like this. And then you put that bracket on there. We will find out when we go to install. But there's not too much of a difference in the back. And that's not a bad thing. So all in all, I really like the Lancool 3 case. But that might not be fair because I own a Lancool 2 and I really like that case. But I'm trying to give some cons to this if I can. I guess one of the cons would be the size. If you don't have enough space to put this on your desk, or you don't have a big enough house or apartment or room for this, it might be a little more claustrophobic. As you can tell, I'm kind of squished in between these two. Also, some people might not like the latches. I like the latches. I think it's a great idea. People don't like glass on the rear panels. I don't mind it because it's got the wire covers. Is there anything else in here that I can nitpick about? Maybe the hard disk drives. We don't really need those right now because I don't know how many people are using hard disk drives. I use 2, so I mean it's kind of hard for me to say not to. But I'm also a content creator, so I also need a lot of backup space and backup storage for my videos. Another thing I might complain about this is that they sell the dust covers individually. So if you do want those, you can go ahead and buy those through Lian. And another thing I do not like is that they don't sell the LED strip like they do on my Lancool 2. It's a really nice touch, like as you can see right here. It's a really nice touch, but it's not on here, so that's kind of unfortunate. But all in all, I think it's a great case. Price-wise, is it worth paying $160, $170, depending where you get it from, $180? I say yes. There's a lot of different cases around the same price. They're amazing as well. But I feel like this one, you get the bang for your buck. You get a lot of functionality out of it, a lot of air cooling and liquid cooling options. So all the mesh sides, it all helps to get better breathability in your system. So I would recommend it. When I go to upgrade, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna get the Lancool 3 or not. The only reason I say that is because I could buy another case and review that. But shout out to my cousin Matt. We're gonna build his PC in the next episode. So that's why I didn't do the temp. I didn't do temperatures to see what the fans it comes with and the radiator, what I get with the CPU and GPU. But in the next video, I'll definitely be doing that. I'll also be installing and building inside this case. So if you want to see how to install or how it looks like fully built, please tune into that video. I appreciate you guys tuning into this video. If you have any questions below, feel free to ask me. I appreciate you guys tuning into Top3Tech. I'm Jerry, and I'll catch you guys next episode. Peace. Thank you for watching another video from Top3 Entertainment. I hope you hit like and subscribe. Also, I'm going to have a recommended playlist, a recommended video right here, so make sure to click that as well. I appreciate you guys tuning in, whether it be to the Top3Tech, Top3 Gaming, or the Why Not Me podcast. You guys are dope. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And of course, let's grow this thing together. Peace. Peace. Peace.